You've made it to retirement. Congratulations. Now, where are you going to move? If Arizona's on your list, stick around. We're talking pros and cons of retiring in Arizona. Hello and welcome back to Arizona Dreaming, a channel that I dedicate to all things Arizona. My name is Derek Wilson. I'm a HomeSmart agent here in the Phoenix and Scottsdale area, and today we are talking retiring in Arizona. That's right, the pros and cons. So if you are thinking about a move to our beautiful state, then you want to be sticking around. If you find this information valuable, please hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to be notified of upcoming episodes, just hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified of upcoming videos. Let's get back to it. The first pro we have on our list is the sun. That's right. Arizona is known for the sun. In fact, Phoenix is called the Valley of the Sun for that reason. 300 plus days a year of sun. It is nice. And if you like to see that warm sun, get some vitamin D, then you're in the right place here in Arizona. Now, that's a plus for some people and a minus for others, but when it rains here, it's like a holiday. Right now, I've got a thunderstorm outside the window here, and those thunderclaps are really cool, and it makes me want to run out and watch, because it doesn't happen very often here, but when it does, it's a major thing. But I do love the sun, and I do love waking up every morning with that sun in my face. I'm telling you, it's good for your health, it's good for your mind, and it's good for the soul. Next on our pros of retiring in Arizona is the lack of humidity, or the low humidity here. For about 8 months a year, we have practically 10% or less humidity. It's very rare for us to get into the 20s during about 8 months of the year, and that's during our fall, spring time. And on our summer, we get up there, especially during our monsoon season, which starts around July and goes through into almost October. We have most of the humidity during that time. Right now it's monsoon season, and yeah, we have about 35 to 50% humidity right now, which can make 95-degree days a little tough sometimes. When you're at that 50% humidity and you've got 100 degrees, it can be a little tough. But it's only for a short time, so don't worry. Our next pro for retiring in Arizona is the cost of living. That's right, we're going to encompass that into the low tax rate also. We're one of the lower tax rate states in the union, and it seems to be that most of the Social Security tax is tax exempt from the government here in Arizona. Right now, Arizona has such a variety of locations for you to retire that depending on your budget, you can pretty much find whatever you're looking for in numerous areas around the state and in the Valley of the Sun. Another on our pros list is there are still plenty of places to work if you feel like working in retirement. That's right, a lot of people come out here, they want to retire and do nothing, and after 6 months they go, I need to do something to stay healthy and active. So there's a lot of opportunities for retirees to work part-time here in the area. There are a lot of hospitality and tourism jobs that are all over the valley. So if that's something you'd like to do, share some of your life experiences with others, then there are plenty of opportunities for you to work in retirement. Another pro for retiring in Arizona is golf. That's right, if golf is your passion, your love, your life, then Arizona is a great place. We have over 400 golf courses in the state and over 200 in just the Phoenix area alone. So whether it be a championship course or a small public course, there are plenty of options for you and your budget. And the last on our pros list is if you don't like insects, you're going to love Arizona. That's right. Just due to the fact of our drier climate and our higher heat, we have less insects. Now, that doesn't apply for Flagstaff, of course, Flagstaff in the upper elevations, but if you're down here in the lower elevations of Arizona, you're probably not going to have nearly the insects as most other states in the country. We do have flies, we do have gnats, we do have mosquitoes, spiders, and things like that, but just at a more reduced, lesser degree than most places in the country. Our first con, and unfortunately Arizona does have some cons, is the crime rate. Now, the crime rate here is a little higher than the national average, and I think that pretty much has to do with the fact that some of our larger cities have some pockets where there is crime, and that offsets the crime levels for some of the other surrounding cities around the main metro area. Now that's important for you to know so that when you do consider moving here, that you contact a realtor that can help you find those areas, find those communities that are safe, secure, so that you can feel comfortable in your retirement. Another on our con list is the hot 4 months in our summer. That's right, it's only 4 months. I look at it as 8 months of amazing and 4 months of hot, but a lot of people like to dwell on that heat. Well, if you're a 4-season retiree and you like to see all 4 seasons, you might want to consider Flagstaff or Payson or somewhere in the White Mountains where they actually get 4 seasons and they're all mild and amazing. So you do get the change of leaves and you do get the snow and you even get some heat in the summertime, but it's very mild. So again, if you want to call the 4 months of summer heat here in the valley a con, then so be it, but I kind of like it. Moving along on our cons list is how big the city really is, how spread out everything is. Phoenix and the Phoenix metro area is very large, and so if your plan is to move here, retire, and not drive, then that's a big consideration you need to talk to your realtor about, because there are communities where you can get away with that. But if your plan is to live in a normal community and not drive, it's going to be very hard for you to get around. Transportation is not as convenient as some other cities in the country. And if you're planning on doing Uber and Lyft to get around, it can be expensive. If you don't have any family here to help you out, it can be tough. So if you are driving, then you have no problems. You have beautiful roads, wide roads, well marked, easy to navigate. But again, if you are planning to retire here and not drive, you really need to consider certain areas and certain communities, and your realtor can really help you with that. Another con on our list is the sun exposure. With 300 plus days of sun in the valley each year, yes, you can be exposed to a lot more sun than other places in the country. So just keep in mind when you're out there and about doing your things, golfing, gardening, whatever you're doing, that you are properly covering your skin with either a hat, sunscreen, or some kind of protective clothing. Again, when it's in the summertime, it's real easy to stay out of the sun. Another con on our list is the snowbirds. That's right, a lot of northern retirees like to come down here during the winter months and get out of here when it's hot in the summer. So if you are one of those who does not like the heat, you might want to be a snowbird and just come down during those 8 months of beautiful weather, normally between September all the way, or October all the way back through April is when the snowbirds are here. And that can be a con for a lot of people who live here because the streets are a lot more crowded. There's a lot more people in the restaurants. There's a lot more going on around town with a lot more population in town. So again, if you want to look at it as a con, the snowbirds coming down in the wintertime, I don't look at it as a con, but it does congest the roads a little bit more because they're out and about doing stuff. They're not going to work. They're out having fun. We're now at the last con on our list. What do you think it is? Yeah, it's regarding those dangerous animals and reptiles and snakes and stuff. That's right, we do have them here. Now, one thing that people don't realize is, again, with the colder temperatures, a lot of those animals hibernate. So during the summer, yes, we have our rattlesnakes, we have our scorpions, we have our tarantulas and things, but again, very minimal compared to a lot of places like Florida that have alligators that can eat you and your dog, right? So here we have snakes. You don't see them very often. If you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. If you keep your house in a certain way, you won't have problems with scorpions or snakes or any kind of other bugs because again, it's just a way of life. When you get down here, you'll figure it out. And it's pretty easy to navigate all of that with some knowledge. But again, a lot of people look at that as a con. I think that wildlife is amazing, and to watch it year-round with different kinds of wildlife popping in and out of things is pretty cool. Well, that concludes our pros and cons of retiring in Arizona. I hope you found that fun and informative. And please feel free to reach out to me through direct message if I can help you with any questions regarding real estate, relocating, or retiring in Arizona. Well, thank you for spending some time with me today. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Arizona Dreaming.